Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Val again. So today, we're going to talk about over there, why the moves are happening, what they mean, and the wider risk. There's been what in some ways is most likely an incredibly small development, but has the potential to spiral in ways that nobody will like. It's one of those things that will likely be blown out of proportion on social media. However, it isn't like a lot of situations in the past that we've covered that were totally without risk. The United States has a system called THAAD. THAAD, spelled with two A's, stands for Terminal High Altitude Area Defense. It's an anti-ballistic missile system that works against short, medium, and long-range ballistic missiles. It takes them out during their descent phase using kinetic energy. It's complementary to the Patriot system that most people know about from the First Gulf War. THAAD was born from U.S. experience during that war. So, by now you know, if you're getting a mini briefing on a U.S. weapons system on this channel, it's being deployed somewhere. The system is going to Israel. The system is headed there, in theory, to protect against a potential Iranian response to the expected Israeli operation against Iran. In the big picture, the U.S. providing a 100% defensive system is the least of the concerns. However, the U.S. is also sending the crews to operate the system. That's a development with a lot of potential effects. The risk to U.S. troops from an Iranian attack is relatively low, but not non-existent. There's probably a higher risk from local non-state actors. If U.S. troops were harmed by non-state actors, there's no telling what the U.S. will do. There are way too many variables to try to predict it. However, if U.S. troops were harmed by a direct Iranian operation, the U.S. will almost certainly respond militarily via the air against Iran. So, why is the U.S. doing this? In the international poker game where everybody is cheating, the U.S. is putting in an ante. The back and forth between Iran and Israel is something that has the potential to spark a regional war. And we've had some questions about that term being used because people are saying stuff is already happening all over the region. In this context, a regional war is a full-on fight between several countries in the region that would likely lead to tolls that are 10 or 20 times as high as what has happened over the last year. The U.S. is probably hoping that Iran will want to avoid provoking a direct U.S. response and will therefore simply absorb the anticipated Israeli operation, rather than risk hitting U.S. troops by accident in a response. In simpler times, that would have been a safe bet. However, the last time Iran injured U.S. troops in a ballistic missile strike, Trump stood down and chose to instead belittle those who were injured by calling their TBIs headaches. Because of that, Iran might roll the dice and hope that Biden is as weak as Trump. What would normally be a sound strategy for stopping the escalation is more of a gamble today. This is a situation that has to be monitored closely. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.